So, hello, welcome to this video. I'm not really used to talk about this, but I have been feeling a bit low recently. And I don't really like talking about it, especially not on here, because I want this channel to be a very positive place, somewhere you can go when you want to just relax and, like escape from your normal everyday life. But I also think that it's important to show a person that does feel low that they are not alone in this. And so, yeah. So today I'm gonna be a little bit wonderful. Vulnerable. You know what I'm trying to say. So, the reason why I feel low is not really important for this video, but there are many reasons. First of all, I've been like now and then low for a very long time because of all the wars going on and the files and just like the constant feeling of unsafeness, and it's certainly an age we are living in right now. But then recently it has also been some private things happening that has made me feel even lower, and so yeah, nothing to worry about, but just trying to be real. So I have a checklist for when I do feel low to check in on myself, so I can get out of it. And if you do feel low too, then do this checklist with me. So my first question to myself is, and for you, can you do something about what makes you sad right now? And no, not really. Next question. Have you been eating well? Like getting all the vitamins you need. And I will say yes on that one. Have you been drinking enough? Like drinking enough of water? And that's definitely a no for me. I have a problem with drinking enough water. I never drink enough water. I need to do that today. Hi. So let's continue. Have you been sleeping enough of hours? I will say yes. I've been sleeping well. Do you feel well? Yes. I can't see my checklist anymore. Maybe. Have you been having time for hobbies? Yeah. Not every day, but I have had time for hobbies. Oh, where are you going? And have you been outside and moving your body? And for me, yes, but not really like a relaxing walk like in the forest, just like walking from point A to point B. So it's a week, yes, I guess. And last question. Have you been journaling lately? And I've been very bad at journaling lately, so I need to do that. So, in conclusion, today I need to drink enough of water, and I need to take a relaxing walk outside, like walking around in the woods, and I need to journal. So I have a lot of work to do today, so I can't spend a whole day taking care of myself like most people can't. And so I was thinking that we can journal now in the morning. So for wellness, I also have these wellness cards. I have an Etsy shop, Teacup Dreams Art. And in my Etsy shop, whenever I send an order, I also include a wellness card that I've made. So far, I only have 2. But my idea is that one day I will have enough cards so that I can shuffle them and take a card every day that will give me an activity or something to journal about that will boost my mental health and boost your mental health, because mental health is very important to me, as it should be for anybody, I think, because taking care of your mental health is taking care of yourself, and that's very important. So can you hear me well? So even though I only have 2 cards, yeah, let's shuffle them and then pick a card. So today I will also do an activity and I will read outside. Okay, so the plan is now in the morning before starting my work, I will journal. And then during lunch, I will read outside and then take a walk in the forest before starting to work again. And and during the whole day, see to it that I drink enough water. I'm drinking right now my matcha, ice matcha latte. Ice matcha, I guess, because there is no coffee inside. So before journaling, I always like to pick a tarot card for myself for today. And this I do every day, even when I'm not like journaling, like journaling. I always pick a journaling card, pick a tarot card and write it down in my tarot journal. So I guess I'm at least doing that every day, but not like I have been bad in journaling about my feelings, but I have been journaling about my tarot cards every day, actually. Right now I'm using this tarot, Dreaming Way. It's really such a beautiful tarot, and I love using it during spring. So what I do, I usually, for like everyday reading, I shuffle my cards and I'm thinking about my question that I have, and I shuffle until it feels right. And then I take a card, I look what the card says, and then I take my oracle deck and makes the reading more clear. Okay, so now I have my tarot card. It's personal, I won't show it. But it's a really good card. Okay, I'm gonna show it. So I got 4 of Wands. So that's a good card. So first I'm gonna use my tarot journal to journal about the card. And I write what kind of tarot card I got. And I'm writing about what the card means. Right now I'm using Oh, you want to go? I'm using this Oracle deck, and it's so beautiful. It has like holographic edges. It's so beautiful. Let's show you a little bit how the cards looks like. It's such a beautiful deck. Where are you going? Don't lie on my journal, then I can't write. Okay, so just as in the tarot cards, I'm just shuffling until it feels right. So then I like to look at the tarot card and the oracle card and just reflect on them a little while. And when I've taken in what I think the cards means, then I also read about them. Okay. So now I will journal, and maybe you want to journal with me? So this year I have been journaling inside my Filofax, so inside my planner. But most other years I have been having a specific journal, a specific book for only journaling. And so I'm not so very used to journal inside a planner. When I had my Hobonichi, it worked really well to journal inside the Hobonichi. So that's why I wanted to try to journal inside my Filofax. But to be quite honest, I'm not sure how it's working for me, because I'm thinking maybe the reason why I haven't been journaling as much this year is because I have been journaling in this way. And so I haven't decided if I will continue journaling inside my Filofax or if I'm gonna start a journal again. I haven't decided, so today I'm gonna journal in this one. So these are some stickers from my shop. I usually pre-decorate my pages a little bit, and now I need to decorate again. And I usually don't have too many stickers, just a few, because I want to make sure that I have place to write everything I want to write about. So these stickers are not made by me, but the rest that you are seeing are made by me, and if you want to find them, you can find them in my Etsy shop. Okay, so let's pick out the pens, and I'm mostly writing with fountain pens when I'm journaling. I just really like the feeling of it and just the experience of ink on your paper. And when I journal, I usually journal about my day and my feelings, but you can write about anything. You can even just write the words that come up in your head as you're writing. It doesn't even have to be in a sentence. The purpose is pretty much to simply write. But I think that you get most out of it if you actually write what's in your heart and get out those feelings and put them on paper. So now I'm done with my journaling pages and it felt really good. And now I'm ready to work, so I see you later at lunch. So now it's lunchtime and I've just eaten my lunch And now I will go out and read my book outside. And it's really sunny actually, so I'm really looking forward to it. Right now, I'm rereading a book. And it's a book that I last time read when I was a kid, or read, I was listening to it as a kid. The Secret Garden. So as I remember it, it was summer and we were on a camping trip, my mom and I. And my mom had borrowed The Secret Garden in Swedish, of course, as audio tape. Like it was during the 90s, so it was the cassette tapes. And we were listening to it in the car while driving to our next camping place, and I just fell in love with that book back then, but I didn't own it. So when I found this version of the book, then I just really needed to get it, because this one is so lovely, and I will show you. It has some lovely illustrations and details like hidden keys, doors that can be opened, maps, and even a little map of the garden. You can see the plants growing, and you can even open and read the letter. So yeah, this is such a lovely edition of the book, and I just really enjoyed reading it. Since it's a book for children, it's not very long, but I really try to take my time with it, opening those letters, just trying to be in that world. So yeah, it's not a book that you easily take with you and read in a cafe or something. It's a book that I mainly read at home. I'm having just a cozy time. I really want to take my time with this one. So yeah, now we're gonna go outside and read it. The time I have for lunch are soon over, but I really want to take that walk in the forest. I really do, and it's so sunny and nice outside, so it just has to be a very quick walk because I really want to go outside. So let's go. So here we are in one of my favorite places. I can't go too deep this time since I need to go home very quickly. But let's sit down and we can talk. So, have you heard about the author Astrid Lindgren? Maybe you have heard about Pippi Longstocking, because that is one of her most famous stories, but I don't know how famous all of her other stories are outside of Sweden. Inside of Sweden, we basically know all of her stories by heart, but I don't know how it is outside of Sweden. So maybe you can tell me in the comments. Anyway, I'm reading one of her stories now, to my kid, and it's Ronja Rövardotter. Think the title in English is Ronja the Robber's Daughter. I might be wrong, but I think it is. Anyway, if you haven't read it, the story is about a gang of robbers that lives in the woods, kind of like Robin Hood, but these are Swedish robbers. And they have a gang in the woods, and they have a king, and the king's name is Mattis, at least in Swedish. And the story is about his daughter. And since they have their nest inside an old castle in the woods, she basically grows up in the woods. And as a kid, I fell in love with the woods through all the stories about the folklore and stuff, but also through the eyes of Ronja. And so, yeah, I don't want to tell too much about the story, but it's a really good story. And if you haven't read it, then I think you should. There's also an old and a new movie about Ronja, and you can find the newest one on Netflix. But I think the oldest one that I grew up with is the best. And if you search for Ronja Rövardotter intro, then you will see how the movie is starting. And it's really, really cozy. Anyway, I'm home now, by the way. Anyway, I hope that my kid will love the woods through Ronja as well. I can show you how the book looks like. So here is the book. It's the same book that I had when I was a kid, so that's very special. Back, front. So yeah, the book is so cozy. But yeah, if you want to see the movie instead of reading the book, I think you should read the book actually. But if you want to see the movie instead of the book, I would suggest finding the old version, because everything about the old version is amazing. But what I do like about the new version is that they made Ronja look like in the books. And I do like how scary they made Vildvitrorna. So this is how they look like in the books. And yeah, that's kind of like how they look like in the movie as well. So I give them credit for that. They made that part really good. Here's another picture from the book, by the way. Here she is in the woods. I just love this book. Anyway, what I don't like about the new movie is how they don't only show the story through Ronja's eyes, as in the books. So they have like a side thing where you get to know what happens in the town and stuff. And that's not really in the books. And they can't ask the author about permission because unfortunately she's dead. And so they pretty much made that part up. And I don't really know what I feel about that. But yeah, that's our artistic freedom. So I guess it's fine. But I would have liked the new movie better if they didn't have that part. So if you can find the old movie, I would suggest that one. But new movie is fine. But most of all, read the book if you're curious. Now let's make some coffee, and I will tell you one last thing, and then I need to continue working. So, editing Emma here. I actually forgot there is a third movie too. And that one is made by Studio Ghibli. So yeah, if you're interested in watching any of these movies, you have 3 versions to look for. And the Ghibli one, I think you can still find it on Netflix as well. Okay, so now I have coffee, and I think it's time to end this video, unfortunately. So I guess this video will be a very short one, I'm guessing. Look at this cup, it's so cute. And it has a fox inside the cup as well. So cute. Anyway, I do feel a lot better, especially after my walk in the woods. So I wish the spring had been more in bloom right now, as I think in the best of worlds it should have been during Easter time, but it was snowing yesterday, and yeah, it is spring, but it's not like a blooming spring yet. Soon, hopefully. Anyway, because that would have made the day even better, I think. But only that the sun was out and it was kind of warm, and that I got to have my little time in the woods. It just made such a difference in my mood. But yeah, now it's time to end this video. But before I do, I'm going to tell you that I will be very busy in April, and so I might not be able to film or edit any more vlogs until like, well, the end of April or even the beginning of May. So you might not see any videos from me until then, and so I want to make you prepared for that. But yeah, do take care of yourself until I see you again. And well, if you are in a low period too, then I'm really hoping that you will find a way to make you feel better. Do the things that make you happy, and I hope you will get through the tunnel and feel better. And if you need professional help, then always take up professional help if you need it. But yeah, I care about you, and yeah, so do take care of yourself until I see you next time.